Okay, Hugh, it's been a strong start for the under-18s so far this season. I think it's just 2 defeats, scoring a hatful of goals, and must be pleased with the progress that's being made.
Yes, very pleased. You always want more as an academy director, and coaches always want more, but we've made a strong start to the campaign, and the individuals are progressing well. At our very best, we've put in some great performances, particularly good in possession. And more recently, our defensive performances have been better. We had consecutive clean sheets against Wolves and Blackburn, which were pleasing. And last week's game against Tottenham was a terrific advert for youth football.
Like you say, the performance is the important thing at this level, and I suppose it's especially pleasing that a lot of our goals are lovely team moves.
Yes, we work a lot on moving the ball through the thirds, trying to ensure that we retain possession with good movement. And I think that what you'll see if you come and watch under-18 football is lots of high energy and tempo work from all our players, and us trying to take good care of the ball in possession, and it's led to some great free-flowing football.
It's obviously been a very prosperous few years for the academy, and it's important that momentum doesn't drop and we continue to build on that success.
Well, absolutely, and we're pleased this season with the under-21 group. We're predominantly like a lot of our rivals, an under-19 group, and they've made a very strong start. They're undefeated so far in the season, and they play some good football, similarly to the 18s, and you're seeing a number of players start to come to the fore. And in addition to that, we've got a group out on loan, 8 players at the moment, who hopefully are finding their way in first team football and all that brings, and there's been some strong performances from a number of them as well.
I suppose that shows how highly thought of our academy is, that so many teams from lower levels want to take our players to enhance their own squads.
We're working very hard to try and provide the right pathways for our players, and it's pleasing that a number of them have made a strong impression going into their respective clubs. Ryan Williams at Oxford, Cordy Woodrow at Southend, Dan Byrne, of course, who's up at Birmingham. You know, they've had a tough start to their season, but Dan is getting great experience there. So those 3 players and others to add to them, and it's a really valuable experience for them.
The 18s have got an intriguing cup tie coming up against Queen's Park Rangers. We've not done too well in the Youth Cup, or maybe not as well as we would have liked over the last few years, and it'd be nice to have a run in it this season, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the Hammersmith and Fulham rivalry. Listen, Queen's Park Rangers are a tough club to play because they will be very up for the game, strong physical team. We're going to have them watched over the next couple of weeks to get some of the detail about their group, but they're second at the moment in their respective league, and we're expecting a tough contest.
There's an appointment in the backroom staff this week that got the Fulham fans quite excited. René Moulenstein became our new head coach, and he's a man that's established a reputation over the years for developing young players, particularly at Manchester United, and that can only be a good thing for the club, can't it?
Well, it's a terrific move for the club. We are a coaching club, and we're a club that really wants to work alongside top quality coaches. I'm very fortunate in the academy to be working with lots of really good coaches, and René just adds to that. I had some contact with René in the past, and I've seen him work and believe he'll be an excellent addition to our group.
Have you spoken to him much since his arrival about plans for the future and how you're going to work together?
Yes, we've had some contact, and I'm sure as the weeks evolve, we'll have more contact with René. He's offered his services to come and work alongside our team of staff, and that will be excellent for everyone.
Martin Yeo always gets to the under-18s, under-21 matches whenever he can. Do you speak to him a lot about certain players and perhaps their integration into his team?
I have a regular meeting with Martin every 2 weeks where we talk about all the young players, particularly in the under-21 squad and also in the under-18 group. A number of the players have trained up with Martin's squad. Mondays and Tuesdays are days when he often involves the young players. We also, in international breaks, which we've just been experiencing, have regular games between the under-21 and 18s groups and the first team squad as well. So there's lots of integration, and I have a regular contact with Martin.
Hopefully there's plenty to be excited about with these youngsters going forward then.
Well, we feel so, but you know what's important for Fulham fans to appreciate is that when the players are ready, we hope they'll be given the opportunity to show the fans what they can do. We're really pleased that there's been lots of interest in the young players. It's excellent when the under-21s get a chance to play at the Cottage, that fans can see them in that environment, and we'd like to see them there in the first team in the future. But you don't want to force things. You want it to happen at the right time, and you want to make sure that when the players get their opportunity, they're ready.